George Brown right here at the 2017 North Americans for Maximum Muscle Report with the big dog himself, Mandus Buckle. Mandus, you got 35 and older, second place.
Second in the light heavies.
Light heavy. You got 40 and over, second place in the light heavy.
Second place again.
How do you feel?
Mixed
I
emotions.
had you first. I'm sorry. I sat and watched it. I shot footage, things that we talked about before the show. I thought you had covered. And this is honest. I'm honest.
Yeah.
I thought from the back it wasn't. That's where you really dominated. So I'll let you go. I'm sorry.
It's mixed emotions. I know I handed the wins away. I didn't get beaten. I beat myself. I needed to be drier. From the 35s to the 40s, the guy who beat me in the 35s, I beat him in the 40s because I dried out some more. But then there was a new guy in the 40s who was yet a little tighter. And when we came back tonight, I saw the faces of all the judges and the people, and they were, meaning had I been as dry tonight as I was this morning, I'm probably walking away with 2 first-place finishes. It didn't happen that way. That's controllable, and that's a hard pill to swallow because that's something that I control, and it didn't work out. So like I said, I gave it away. Now, hats off to the 2 gentlemen who just went pro. It's nothing against them.
No.
Congratulations, guys. I was the first one to,
this is your
shake
opinion.
their hand and give them a hug. Consensus is I was probably the biggest light heavy. I'm not surprised. It was a struggle for me to make weight. People want to see me come back as a heavyweight. They want to see me as about a 215 heavyweight next year. Maybe I do that, and maybe the athlete in me decides to get into the ring with the kids. That would give me 11 weeks to go do nationals. It's a show that I never would have considered doing. I'm about to be 44 years old. But George, we got to talk. I know the wife hopes I don't. But,
How are you feeling right now?
It's...
You watch just like me, and,
it's obviously heartbreaking, and it's funny because Mandus always says anytime we have any athlete on stage, he always comments on, wow, I'm always so much more nervous on this side, even before I get on stage. And I've never really felt that way until today. I look down and I'm like shaking before he goes on for prejudging. And when he did come on, he really did. He nailed everything that he had control over. So to see it come out as second place, obviously it's hard to swallow, but I am incredibly proud because of our travel schedule, because of everything that we went through this prep together too. So it's just it's very, very bittersweet. Definitely more bitter.
So I can tell you about second place. And I can tell you what it did for me.
White hot coals.
Yeah. It took me to a place where I ended up being successful.
Yeah, right. Right.
So I would say let it drive you, because that's exactly what it did for me. I was trying to chase something and get something back that I couldn't.
Yeah.
So the more success I had, it didn't matter because it was the one that I couldn't get back. Yeah. So I wouldn't let it faze me. You still was a great package, and
thank you. Thank you.
Something to build on.
I have in the house, and when I used to run an insurance company, I had in my office, and it says, I failed over and over in life, and that's why I succeed. And it's a Michael Jordan poster, and people are always like, man, you like Mike. I'm like, Well, it really has nothing to do with Mike, but okay, yeah, sure. Man, that's who I am my whole life. Knock down, bounce up, knock down. Psh, come on now. Is that all you got? So, yeah, disappointed that it's 2 second place finishes, but George is 2 second place finishes.
True.
That means
Let's put it in perspective.
you're right there.
Yeah.
You're in the mix, you know.
That's just the champion in you, you know, that's saying that. But, you know, there are people that didn't even place.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
so you got to put it in perspective.
And I want to give a shout out. So underground athletes, we had one hell of a weekend. Light heavyweight DeAndre Campbell got his pro card. DC got it. Yeah. Justin Mackey finished second again. I know it's a big disappointment. We were coming in here for him to walk away with the win. But again, it's second place. Now, it's second place at USA's and North Americans. Him and I have a couple things to clean up. The kids are going to be an amazing bodybuilder. The structure, the work ethic, you know, he does what he's supposed to do. There's just a couple things we need to clean up, and they will be cleaned up, and he will be a tremendously successful athlete. But we brought 12 athletes here this week. Started with the women. Now, this is absolutely my better half in every sense of the word.
Yeah.
She was in first.
She's got the looks, okay?
She was in first call-outs. She also coaches. Turned her first pro athlete in bikini.
Yeah.
She had another bikini girl who finished second to the girl who won the entire show. We had another bikini athlete in the top 5. We had 3 figure girls all in first call-outs.
And one turning pro.
And another one turning pro. We had a men's physique guy in first call-outs, finished third, missed his pro card by 1. And then today, the 3 bodybuilders, myself, second, Justin Mackey, second, DC Campbell, walking away with his pro card. So we had a successful weekend, man. We knocked it out of the park. 11 out of 12 people in first call-outs, 3 pro cards. And what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 second place finishes.
Sounds like you guys might, you know, want to consider underground athletes. You know, I'm just saying, you know, you winners roll with winners.
Yeah.
You know, and if you are looking at, you know, a group of people and they're experiencing success, then maybe you should, you know, see what they're doing so you can experience some success.
We have a passion for this, man. You know,
you look a lot better without the hood.
The Grim Reaper is
Grim
gone.
Reaper is gone.
The Grim Reaper is
Thank
gone.
God.
Now,
Yeah.
and I'd also like to say this. You know, we own Maximum Muscle Report, and on a weekend like this, we were athletes and coaches, and we want to thank you, George.
Absolutely.
We gave you the keys to the car of our business and said, "Hey, here you go, big man. Can you handle this?" And you said, "I got you." You earned that because of the help you did with us 6 weeks ago at Masters Nationals, and you have absolutely crushed it all week. We really appreciate it. We really thank you. And you guys are going to be seeing a lot more George Brown on Maximum Muscle Report because he is now part of the Maximum Muscle Report coverage team. Behind the scenes, can we turn the camera around to the camera guy, Lanier Harris? He ended up pulling double duty. Lanier, you are the man. Thank you for all that you do. You're a tireless worker. You know where you're supposed to be all the time. Man, we didn't worry about anything.
Yeah.
You guys really handled what we do.
It's a group of people that
we thank you.
You know, you give people a job or a task to do, and everybody does what they do. That's it. He shoots. I was doing what I do. Nobody stepped on each other's toes, and the job got done. You know, so it's simple, really. You know, just get people that understand what their lane is and rolling it. You know, so.
But you guys really knocked it out of the park. Thank you very much, and welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Yeah.
Yes.
Until next time, guys. Mandus Buckle, my better half, Sarah Lyon, newest member of Maximum Muscle Report, George Brown, the man behind the lens, Lanier Harris. On behalf of all of us, we thank you. We're out.